Another day, another chance to be great, okay? Different kind of video today, man. Still gonna be a lifting vlog, but there's some things I want to address before we get to this, boys. I want my lifting vlogs to be deep and unique, because at the end of the day, I don't really want to get famous and be rich off of this shit, but I want to look back at it and watch them like day by day by day when I'm like 50 or 40 and be like, damn, I was really grinding my ass off. Damn, I was really trying to become the GOAT. I'm about to cook up the pre. I just finished off my Ghost energy drink, and I know I had it from like first fucking period at like 8 o'clock. I'm so fucking tired. I don't know why. And I went out to for breakfast with my grandparents, and yeah, I didn't really finish it. But I wasn't gonna waste like the $2 I spent on it, so saved it for later. When I say another day, another chance to be great, I don't mean you have to change anything in your life, okay? The realistic standpoint of you being able to get 1% better each and every day is really, really unrealistic, because at the end of the day, there's always going to be that point in time where you kind of stall out, you know? Where it's consistent, stall. Then you can keep going. Or you might drop. But then you can keep going back up. You might drop again. Back up. Stall. You know, progress isn't linear, man. And that's just one thing you're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to be okay with. If you can realize that progress isn't linear and it's going to take time to get where you want to go, you're going to get to that destination, okay? A person who likes the journey more than the destination is always going to not mind the ups and downs, okay? That's why you have to find some self-fucking belief before you embark on these journeys, okay? Because if you just think shit's gonna be cake, shit's gonna be easy, I'm just gonna do this and get here and it's gonna be A to B to C, you're so fucking wrong, dude. Until you put steps into action, you're not gonna realize how hard shit can actually be. Nonetheless, I do think that each and every one of you guys is capable to becoming a new person, dude. It's so possible, man. I've seen it so many times. I have 2 clients right now that I'm going with, and they've done amazing, you know? I've helped people fix their splits, see more gains, you know? Even when I'm in the gym, I'll see someone doing an exercise I have in my routine. I'll go help them with their form, so they can make better gains. Because the one thing you don't want in life is complacency. At the end of the day, you don't want to live a complacent life because it's no fun. Why would you want to be okay with where you're at when you can be so much better and you're made for so much more? Once you realize how much you're made for and how much you can really get to, that's only the time that you're going to be able to grow past the person you've been. Blossom into a new being, okay? Oh. Growing up, my life was way different than most people, man, you know? I had a stepdad. We never had any real connection, you know? He and my mom had other kids. You know, I'm not going to say that I wasn't their main focus, because I was a very gifted child, and they did put me in a lot of extracurriculars and stuff that I liked, and I was really good at music, man. One thing about me, I'm so good at music, bro. I used to be in the Quad Cities choir. Yeah, I remember I had a little solo at the Adler Theater at about the age in 3rd grade, so what was I, like 10, 11? Probably even younger, dude. And I remember I was it's one of the core memories I have is just walking out of that like arena, and you know, like my parents are just so proud of me, man, you know? And shit, I don't mean to cry, boys, but it's like when you go from being the GOAT at something that, you know, you're really good at, but it doesn't really make you happy, it's not really fulfilling, and you're just doing it to, you know, really make them proud and shit. It really, you chase that high your whole life, man. You chase that high your whole life. At least I have. chasing that high my entire life. Up until the point where it's like, what could I possibly do to make my parents, like, so proud of me how they were in that moment? Because you don't know what it's like, dude. That feeling for them was fucking amazing. They were so proud of me, seeing their son do something that they never thought I would be doing, you know? Who just thinks this random beaner is going to be a fucking choir boy? That's nutty, you know? And truth be told, I don't know many beaner choir boys. Not a lot of beaners do music, dude. Probably shouldn't say the word beaners because it's probably anti-thematic or something now with a bunch of the way people are. But yeah, I think that in itself just made me so happy. So happy. And I think that's what I used to chase, dude. And it's not even that I need the approval of my parents for everything. It's that I just wanted to make them proud and make them happy. So I always told myself, like, whatever you do in life, Dame, you're going to have to give it all you got. Everything you got. And I always knew it was going to look a lot different for me than it would for other people. You know what I mean? My life wasn't going to be A, B, and C. Instead, it might be X, Y, Z. And that's fine. However, another thing that came from that was always comparing myself to other people. And, well, oh, this girl's good at this. Oh, this girl's good at that. Oh, I could beat her in this. Oh, I could beat them in that. I could beat this guy in this. Like, it was always a competition with me to be the best. And I think it still is. However, it's about 10 times harder now to be the best than it was when I was a kid. You know, I was really good at choir. I'm still pretty good at the euphonium. Okay, I'll try and see if I can find a video of me actually playing the euphonium. But boys, jeez, did my parents loved it when I used to be in band. I used to go to honor bands, honor choir, everything. I was just big musician, and I thought music was gonna be my life. Until, sadly, I got to high school, and band wasn't cool anymore, you know? Kids weren't doing band. Kids weren't doing fucking choir. You know, it was weird, it was geeky, it was stupid. And, I kind of grew into those thoughts where it's like, dude, this shit's stupid, that shit's gay, that shit's lame, that shit's weird. And I actually, I really regret it. Because at the end of the day, it was something that, like, made me who I was, and it made me unique, and it made me niche. You know, that was one of my niche things. And while it wasn't an escape for me, it was just something that had been part of my identity for so long. So for me to let that go, it really upset my parents. And it just started a downhill spiral from there, man. But where am I trying to get at this, dude? Sometimes you gotta let pieces of yourself go so you can reach new levels. Okay? Love of my life, man. I let her go. You know? And day by day it got better, but I don't think I'll ever have another connection with a female like that ever again. It's one of those things where, like, when you're so used to and accustomed to it, when it's gone, it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? But nonetheless, you learn to live with it. And you gotta love the good and the bad. And I love everything about my life, dude. I wouldn't have it any other way. No matter how hard it is, no matter how alone I am, no matter how sad I feel, how depressed I get, I love my life. Because I truly am so blessed abundantly. Everything I have around me came from me, dude. I'm not like other kids who used to go to work with their dads, or their dad put them on, or their dad would make money and he would just throw it at them, or come work with Pop. Nah. I did this shit by myself, dude. Right at the age of 14, I started grinding. I got to it, man. And no one will ever take that away from me. This is what separates me from the competition. I did this shit by myself. You know, alone in the mirror, alone in the gym, alone cooking up those meals, alone in the middle of the night riding my bike at 4:30 in the fucking morning to come to the gym so I could lift before school and then go to work after and then have straight A's. I did that shit, man. No one's ever gonna take that shit away from me. Okay? You gotta be ready to let shit go, man. Okay? As soon as you're ready to let everything go is the second you'll be ready to claim everything you're prepared for, man. Everything on God's path is right there. You just gotta let go, man. There's no perfect time to do it. You just gotta do it. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and keep going to it every single day. Okay, boys? Nonetheless, we're gonna get in there. Bang the legs. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. Okay? Sometimes I really need this, man. But yeah, we're gonna do this. Crazy leg day. Crazy. I'm gonna go for a RDL PR today for about 6 to 8 reps. I don't know how we're feeling. I'm pretty fatigued. I'm pretty sore. Okay, I hit legs 2 days ago. No, 3 now. 2 days of lifting in between legs, so we'll see how much we can push out. But if this goes to plan, I might rest tomorrow and then chest back, arm day after. But we'll see, because the gym is closed on Sunday, so I might just take a rest day on Sunday and just really work hard this week. But nonetheless, boys, we're getting to a spot in the physique that I'm really happy with, and I want to keep going. I want to keep pushing it to my absolute limit, man. And once I've pushed it there, then we'll see how far I can go, okay? So let's get to this lift. And God bless. Alright, boys, sorry about not checking in last night, but we're cooking up some breakfast right now, and actually, I'm just gonna hold this because I don't want that to fall off there. But we're cooking up some brekkie. We're just gonna make some eggs and some fucking 2 pieces of toast. I have like this lower calorie toast, and yeah, after that I gotta head to work. But the lift yesterday went banging. Leg day, I really didn't want to go hit legs, and I'm proud of myself for going. But yeah, boys, thank you guys for watching. Tune in to tomorrow's, because today's a rest day. Less videos are going to be coming out as I'm getting deeper into the cut because of, I'm just, more rest days are being taken. And I mean, even me holding my shoulder up like this, just holding the camera, dude, my front delt's on fire right now. So I really need this rest day. I don't think I'd be able to push out a chest and try. Plus, I've been 4 days lifting straight, so yeah. But yeah, boys, thank you guys for watching, and tune into tomorrow's.